We are here. It is time. We have promotion relegation matches here tonight. You've got Boot Troop taking on Dhill Ducklings. You also have Amplified taking on Aurora Noctis. And it's just a 1 first to 3 winner takes all. Well, I mean, and that all being the slot and master division. Kind of just one night in best of 5. Whoever can win 3 maps, boom. You're in master division for season 6. Simple as that. There you have it. Boot Troop versus Dhill Ducklings. Boot Troop have been in master division since the start of 2025. And this is kind of really the first time it's been threatened. Go all the way back into 2024. You'll find this Boot Troop squad has been around since day 1. Have been in FACEIT League since the very beginning, since the very first season. We're an open division for the very first season, but we're an expert for seasons 2 and 3. And have been roughly at least the same core ever since. I believe was Tropic Gym, Buckethead, and Exode, I believe, are the original core 3 that have been there literally since season 1. And I mean, Constant Star, I feel like I've been with them for quite some time as well. Like they didn't just join. This is a team that has a lot of really cool synergy. And it's one of my favorite things to see here at FACEIT League. BZ says it's going to be hype. I hope so. I absolutely hope so. I'm counting on it. Old conversations with people from the squad, I was trying to figure out who I had talked to previously. Yeah, this is me talking to Consta back in season 3. I mean, about Boot Troop, about the squad. It means Consta was probably listed as team captain for that. And this is back in season 3 where I'm here kind of making a little bit of a connection, trying to figure out, how they were feeling. My conversation with Consta dates back to July 15th of last year, which we did cross. I just looking at this, just realized we had crossed my 1-year mark of casting FACEIT League. It didn't even dawn on me over the weekend when we were doing our expert grand finals. It was July 15th, 2024. This is my start of my conversation with Consta. They were playing against Amplified, coincidentally enough, for this particular match. In that conversation, in this time last year, I'm asking Consta, what are your goals, expectations? Do you see yourself in Master Division? And Consta saying, we were more playing for fun. It was a group of friends. I don't think this is Boot Troop at the time. They played Amp 2. Hey, actually, it may have been Boot Troop. Because they were playing Amp 2. This would have been on, yeah, sure as shit was. It sure as shit was. I mean, just to give you an idea of how long this team has been, playing as a core. Yeah, this is back in season 1. Consta's here in season 1. So yeah, it's Consta, Buckethead, Tropic Gym. Okay, that's where I got confused. I was thinking it was Exode that was part of the original core. It's Consta, Tropic Gym, Buckethead, that's the original core. And Buckethead's not in this particular match. So that even, with Exode and Star are here. So that even wait a minute, it kind of threw my brain off. But that's, the whole squad has been here from the get-go. It's kind of cool to see. And then, talking to Consta about, hey, you see yourself playing a Master Division, and, it's really just a group of friends coming in and having fun, having a good time. And then here they are. They're fighting for this spot. They're able, after, playing all 2024 in Expert, Boot Troop comes in and is able to put up this 3-2 banger against S&V and earn their way into Master Division back in January of this year. And they played in Master Division all through 2025. It's been such a hard-fought road for Boot Troop to get here. And now all that on the line. All that on the line here for the Turtle Squad. With a 13th place finish. Well, if they'd placed 13th in Season 4, they'd have just been auto-relegated. Fortunately for them, they were able to keep their head above water there. Those turtles kept those precious heads above water. Their shells stayed afloat. But it's slowly sinking. The tide is rising. Well, we'll see if Boot Troop's able to rise with it. You've got the Ducklings, fought their way up through Expert Division, where you're fourth place finishers. They're in the Expert bracket just earlier this past week. This is another team that has it felt like just kind of fought tooth and nail, have been an Expert since season 3. Been an Expert all 3 of those seasons. Second place finish overall. They're in regular season. With a 4th place finish through playoffs. Compared to, kind of just falling off and not finishing in season 4. A 4-10 finish in season 3. So, I mean, hands down, the best performance we'd seen out of this squad. I want to say Cons, Biz, and Nick were all together previously. Oh, they did turn into Brock and then disband. They did turn into Brock and disband. Okay, well, we're at top of the hour. We had Oasis pick, Ramatra banned out from Ducklings. Moot Trooper going to start us off on the attack, so I'm going to go ahead and get those swapped. Whew. That grand finals yesterday, oh, holy cow. I'm surprised I have a voice today after that one. Yeah, it was Brock in 3 and 4. New core in Season 5. Forever right. Thank you, Nog. Thank you, Nog friend. Nog be friend. Hi, Frothy. I appreciate y'all being here. We are getting loaded in. Oh, we got Biddy in chat as well. Let's see. I owe you a boot troop ban. It was, in fact, a brig ban, coincidentally enough. I meant to do that. Yeah, totally.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture.
Hello, Mr. Stokes. I appreciate you being here. All right, let's get into it. We're getting, recent comps with Nick on the Cassidy, on the Sojourn versus Buckethead on the Cassidy. Everybody mirrored otherwise into the Lucio carry. So Faded and Nick, yeah, holding this hallway is just a good place to kind of bunker down, control the angles, control the sight lines, and Nick is able to pop Consta. Open this thing up, give Biz some room to work. Actually, Biz is on point duty at the moment. First cap will go over to the Ducklings here to kick things off. Look at that, trying to take advantage of this high ground. Well, we got the drop from Star. That is a full commit drop down. Vex tried to go with and gets popped. Star lucky to get off this as much life as they have. The rest of Boot Troop do have to just kind of rotate, try to back up the Eureka. You can see Buckethead there assisting in the tank duel. Just kind of keeping Star alive while they wait for Vex and the rest of the team to get re-coordinated, regrouped, I mean. All right, another push on to the point. This is, once again, just all in. Guns all pointing at Faded. Faded's going to fortify, back away, trying to find some cover. Very low. Here comes Costa in looking for the kill. The healing of food is just not enough. Costa will find that one and finish off Consequence. We'll get the Boot Troop flip. 48% on the board there for the Ducklings. Yeah, Vex on Lucio. Yeah, that felt weird to me too, Nan, but you know what? I'm just gonna let it slide. We're just gonna let it slide. I don't know enough. It felt weird. This dueling Kitsune Rush is tossed in. Here, let's watch this Nick Pop with the OC. Slides out of the Terror Surge from Star. Vex barely able to get that cell barrier down, but not before Buckethead is destroyed by the Faded Terror Surge. Just got smashed. Star kind of stopped Nick with a beautiful shot. Constance was trying to come in to back up Star, and Nick just immediately put a railgun right into their face. So the point flips for the Ducklings. I mean, basically deadlocked in percentage. Been able to get a good damage in on Buckethead. We'll get that finish. Meanwhile, Cons is able to get one, and Ducklings hold on to their point here. Buckethead swaps to a Soj, but Nick has the ultimate. That is a 1 health Vex that will not make it to the point, 95%. Look like Star is able to at least get some presence here. Faded close, Nick with a great angle. Judo actually trying to move up top. Can't quite land the shot on a Buckethead, but forces him out of the window. Buckethead at 1 health. Vex rotates around. Meanwhile, back on the point, this might lead Star a little outgunned. So, Kitsune Rush thrown in. Consequence does have the answer, and Biz is going to light up the feed. Swift step in to assist with the Faded Terror Surge while the Pulse Bomb lands from Biz in the back line. Nick and Faded find kills. Biz chases Vex away. This should get the point back into the Ducklings' possession. We just still have Vex. Ooh, I don't think got the touch. Did not get the touch. Oh, Tropic Gym's is in Europe right now. Oh, okay.
The Hashimoto are a massive force, with a lot more firepower than a
That would explain the Vex Lucio. Oh, Tropic Gym, I'm so sorry. It's just... I hope you're having fun in EU. But I know that's tough, difficult timing. I know that's tough timing. I'm so sorry. Nice little 1-2 punch out of Constant Star, but Faded has been able to clap back. So, hey, I mean, you still end up with Bootstrap grabbing control. Just Vex, Constant Star were remaining after that bit of a flurry. Look like a couple cats fighting, you know, we're just like, ah! And then they back away. Consequence happens into Self Suzu after the pile drive from Star. But the jump hit for Faded, trying to lock down Vex. It's actually able to fight a kill on to Exo, but good peel out of Star. And presumably Buckethead and the rest at least make this difficult here for the Ducklings. But Biz will eventually overcome said difficulty. Comes up with 2 picks, make it 3. Nice kill on to Constant. We'll get the flip here. Tomorrow is patch day. Oh, thank you, Maddie. Okay, I guess I'll be doing some screen grabs here tonight. Hey, you know what? DPS player is gonna have to play support. You know, putting him on carry is not a bad plan. Vex with first blood of this fight. Biz making their way back in with that pulse. Exo on the Moira had eyes on the Kiriko. Consequence has actually eventually dropped. It's Constant who finds that kill. Sound barrier tossed in from 2 fish, and Nick is going to pop an OC. Ooh, into a minefield. Fortunately, had a little bit of that shielding from the bait. There's also Kitsune Rush in play from Boop Troop. Able to get 1 kill with that Suzu thrown onto the whole team. Kind of just a desperate Suzu, it felt like there. Oh, patch day. Yeah, so they've moved Master Division games to Wednesdays now. Which just completely cooks my whole schedule. Oh, nice kill from Costa there on the pile drive from Star. I don't think that's exactly how Star drew that up, but you know what? Worked out in the end. OC, Coalescence, and I had a Pulse Bomb to work with. 84% on the board. Try to force this third round into Garden. Start a little bit away from the mine. Probably the most important ultimate of the bunch. Maybe the OC. We do get an immediate flip on the back of the Kitsune Rush out of consequence, and Faded's Primal takes Buckethead and the possibility of that overclock out of the fight. Able to fight Vex as well. It's an enormous Primal Rage there from Faded, getting the flip there for the Ducklings. There's mines as well as overclock in play. Two fish dropped. Star gets that pick and Faded. Leaping right over Buckethead, gets caught in the crossfire. It's two fish falling at 95% towards the beat. Might just be the straw that broke the camel's back here. We will get the gong of death. Two fish will get the sound barrier in play. It only hits them in consequence, but it does get them the touch. Try to force a fight here at the end, but the desperate attempt will not last. Air kills immediately on the board for Reboot Troop, and they're going to force this round 3. We're headed over to Guard to see who can take this map 1 at Oasis. See, I didn't even change the information at the top, did I? I'm sorry. This isn't even really playoffs anymore, right? Like, this isn't part of playoffs. It's technically listed as NA Master Relegation matches, is how they have it listed on the FACEIT site. So I'll just do that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 3. Capture.
Oh, all the PC cafes are closed. Oh, Chopping Chim's like, I thought of that, y'all. I tried. Oh. Okay, so Boot Troop are going to stick with the mobile composition. Stick with the weird. The weird worked for them on City Center. Now, granted, that is a far more ball-friendly map than Garden. Faded can just kind of stick the Erase down here at the base of stairs and kind of toggle between, you know, this corner and top of stairs as needed by Nick in the Soj. You know, Star putting a lot of pressure in at the moment. Just keep an eye on Bucket and see if they're able to find this angle. They're going to move down the stairs. There's aggressive position out of Boot Troop. It's exactly how they need to play this. They've gotten first cap on the back of this aggression. Now it's going to lead into a couple kills. And getting a little messy, I think, is okay here for Boot Troop. That's kind of how this is going to go. This is, I think, how it's going to look successful for Boot Troop, is it's going to be messy, kind of trading fights like this. Exode has the Lilith skin on. Oh, you're right. It's so good, too. Oh, good shout. I love this skin. Honestly, an amazing villain. I was thinking about just how awesome, like, Michael Chu, everything to Michael Chu touches is just gold. Anyway. Oh, Buckethead clips the corner of the Susan to try to save them, but Vex doesn't have anything more past that. That's all you got. Oh, just caught ever so, like, you know, the heel. Clipped the edge of that wall. Oh, Faded caught Consta square in the chest with that energy jab. Vex is still going to try to invest a Kitsune Rush in and just try to hold on as much as they can, but immediately are kind of forced to swift step out of there. I suppose you did get the consequence investment as well, and things have gotten messy. Lilith throws in the Coalescence, and Exode's able to find Nick with that. Mine's thrown in, and no, it is a one match takes all, Mav. Maverick, it's whoever wins this gets Master Division. That simple. See, I thought it was just one win.
This ends now.
I think it's just one win. I don't know, maybe there's a lower bracket. I think it's one win, or, you know, don't lose twice. Let's go check it out the Buckethead OC. See if Bootstrap can close this out. Costa's already got one. Buckethead does pick up one. Despite dropping him not in the fight, not in the map, it looks like Bootstrap are able to swing this Oasis, turn it around to take the 1-0 lead. I played both 3 and 2. I played, like, a lot of Diablo 2 back in the day. I know, I'm an old man. But huge fan of the series overall. Big staple of my my gaming pantheon. Circuit pick, Widow Ban in from the Ducklings. Also, we're going to get side swap. It's just one match. It's just win and go home. Yeah, there's no lower bracket. There's, see, like, this is set for December 31st, right? Yeah, it is just win or go home. It is one map to take it. Yeah, it's just because they have to have this match here, right? I think just to form the bracket, the code wants them to put in a grand finals, but they have it slated for December 31st. Right, this isn't a match that's actually going to get played. Here, you can briefly have some stats. Because I gotta go close out some Preds. Oh, we're ready for battle. Star 29 and 3 in that map. Kind of highest deaths, highest healings, fewest deaths. Most damage actually goes to Faded and Nick, both at 12.1k. Only about 50 damage separating those two and taking top damage in the lobby. We also had a Zenyatta ban in from Bootstrap. Let me go get those Preds. I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Preds. Okay. Bootstrap just holding good corner with this Ramatra comp. Looking at Lucio Bap. The Zen getting banned out. Okay. One interesting thing is the defense not running the May. You know, Costa running this Symmetra is such an interesting wrinkle on this Ramatra composition. The extra speed to kind of help can help with the front and back push and pull with Star versus, you know, you have the Bappa Yari, which is, I'd say, been the more meta composition here lately. We've seen a lot more of the Bappa Yari. Ooh. Star goes down, but despite losing Nick, Faded's able to go ahead and push through, clean up on a couple of kills, and this is just looking like a one and done. Consta bought a little bit of time. I think he's just gonna try to get out. Ducklings dropping Ant Matrix right here at the top of the hill, trying to use a wall to isolate Star. Blizzard was thrown into the mix as well. Stars eventually finished off. Did not see where the blizzard landed, to be perfectly honest, but the rest of Boot Troop made their way up to the high ground. Trying to see what they can do with what little health they have left on those bars. Looks like Consta was able to teleport everybody out. Great skid, by the way. Buckethead just got destroyed by Biz. Trying to get the bowler shot in. You heard the voice line. It's just, a sad finish onto that attempt. Two fish with a captive sun. Unclear if they got the sunspot attached to anybody. I think that may have gotten blocked there by the constant photon barrier. Stars got an annihilation in play. Is able to run down Consequence with that. And just overwhelm the front line. Anytime you've got the Ramatra killing your Baptiste with the annihilation, that's never good. That's never good for whichever team got ran over. It means Ramatra just had full access into that back line. Playing from Europe would have had lower ping than playing from my house. That's kind of wild, Tropic Jim. That's actually kind of wild. Star under a lot of pressure early in this fight. It's gonna be a teleport up top, and that's health bars are looking desperate for everybody. So the sub barrier gets tossed in. Blizzard as well as Annihilation from Dhill Ducklings to see if they can secure this. And they can capitalize on some early cooldown advantage. I don't know, Stars are kind of stuck their head out of the wrong spot, but I mean, just like that, you see Bolo Shot, Blizzard, and Annihilation all layered on top, while Star was very low on health. Vex trying to kind of teleport back and forth to keep everybody alive, even with the Ant Matrix, not really able to do so. But we did get a couple of trades. See, Biz and looked like Biz and Two Fish still making their way back into this. Ducklings trying to corral Boot Troop's defense into that corner. Buckethead's gonna lash out. Attach a couple of bolts on the Biz, try to create a little relief. He's able to secure the tit area, kind of the pit area, I suppose. We're seeing a little bit of the benefit of that speed in some of these chase downs at the end. Oh! Biz with a nice icicle. It finds that speed. I mean, it connects with that Lucio. Now, they do have to wait out this Ant Matrix from Vex, but this is a significant advantage for Ducklings, assuming they can get their reinforcements back in time before Stratocaster makes their way back. Stratocaster is in, by the way. So it is Stratocaster and Vex in this map 2, or yes, map 2. Almost said map 3. Blizzard, Bowler Shot, Captive Sun all thrown in. Pretty much all of them blocked by the Photon Barrier. There was one kill picked up there from Ducklings on that approach, but that looks like it's going to be about it. Ooh, Nick with an important one. Okay, finding Stratocaster 98 to beat. Vex is going to continue to light up the kill feed. Sound barrier here from Stratocaster hits all 5. Oh, Vex just playing down in the face of this attacking squad. Don't expect to see your Baptiste down here. Vex just cuts off the attack before it can even get started. We did get a touch from Biz. Stratocaster heads up top to prevent any gratuitous meterage. And that's going to be the end of the push there from the Ducklings. Mine says play from 2015 and it's my exclusive PC gaming setup. 60 FPS on medium settings. It's not the worst in the world, yeah. Playable, playable.
Initiating match. Ready for battle.
Vex leading in elims. Actually has more damage than Const. 17 in 2. This is what happens when you put a DPS player in the flex support role. I like the Demon Rocker skin. It's a cool skin. The eyeball on the gun. Or should I say the keyboard? Khan's looking very dapper in the BAP. Here in the double flex support composition. No changes compositionally with Biz staying into that, staying in the May as well. Obviously, Buckethead with a lightning fast, great opening pick. It's just going to force the Ducklings defense all the way back around the final corner. Even pushing up this hill a little bit. So the two officials swap off the yard, comes back with the Lucio. See if they can match the forward and back. I mean, the push and pull that Stratocaster is able to offer here. I do like the idea with, you know, bringing Stratocaster in and putting Vex into the flex support role as opposed to trying to play the main support, which is what we saw back on Oasis. Seems to have worked out much better here for Boom Troop. Oh, nice little double dink. Got Cods low. Biz is already fallen, but Nick is keeping the defense of Ducklings, you know, somewhat in this fight. Gotten one pick. Job's not done. That's going to be the bolo shot. Canceled. Two Fish is able to shut that down. Vex will pick up that kill, though. Turns around and grabs another one. With the Ant Matrix in play, it's enough to escort this cart over the line. Point on the board. Constant. Continuing to keep pressure down. He's got the teleport all the way up to the box of victory. Biz is going to get that ice block forced early. These late picks coming up from Bootrip. Ooh, Faded's able to capitalize. So we saw the teleport come in from Constant. Vex doesn't make it there. Nick getting an escort out of the objective with that Lucio swap, and Two Fish is going to have the sound barrier to match Stratocaster coming into this. Anyone know what Gurk is? Only the Meister kind. He said he's a kind gentleman. Sound barrier in and try to protect Costa through the Biz Blizz. Both sound barriers have been investing through this fight, as a matter of fact. We had a bit of a flip of the map as Consta's gotten in deep. Nick is popping a defensive Deadeye from the low ground, but Buckethead's going to take them down. Very low health. Consequence will come up with that kill. Who's still alive? Both tanks are still alive on this point. Star picks up the backlighters. There's now Faded will fall. And that might just be Boot Troop taking it home. Faded going back to spawn with the Annihilation. A risky play. Hoping they can get out of this next fight. We'll see if it pays off. Biz gets the touch, able to recall just as the take aim bolts go to explode, but still they will eventually fall. Faded's able to make it back. Oh, but not in time to contest. Boom Troop will take Circuit Royale and move up to match point. So Colosseo pick there from the Ducklings. Did Vex come out with highest elims, fewest deaths? I think they did. I think they did. And I think Vex is gonna lead that one. So Moira ban in from the Ducklings. Let's go look at the stats from map 2. I think Boom Troop's getting in their head a little bit if we're getting the Moira banned out. Just maybe. Just maybe. Vex ends up 23-3. Only one death there on that defense.
Ready for battle. Five, four, three, two, one. Objective unlocks in 30 seconds.
Boom Troop seem to like keeping Vex in that flex support role. They are going to keep Strato in. Casa in the Symmetra, and you think about it, I mean, Symmetra, I was thinking, can get a lot of damage done on the front line, but it's really been Buckethead in the neutral. Well, where I felt like Consta was finding just a ton of value, well, it was really in the ult fights. Was getting so much damn value out of the photon barrier. It was uncanny. So sticking with the Symmetra. Symmetra officially on the ASD spectrum, which I thought was kind of fascinating. I learned that recent memory, the past week or two. Like canonically, is ASD.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, Biz, the nasty pair of kills there. All the Tracer, both headshots, just dialed in. Ducklings will win fight too after dropping that initial engagement. Never quite totally gave it up. They're able to come in and sneak out some good percentage here at the end, or meterage, should I say? Should I say? So that's super clean. Oh, we're gonna get Buckethead going over to Cassidy. So giving up the ult charge on that one. This will give Nick a bit of an advantage coming up with this overclock. Give me the Kitsune rush, try to get Nick close. Vex drops to the Ant Matrix, just not enough room to try to take advantage of that. Storm is going to try to go ahead and throw down an Annihilation, but Faded has one in response as well. And Consta just not quite able to get that photon barrier up in time. So this looking like a Ducklings fight win. Once again, I mean, not super crispy, but they do come out on top when it's all said and done. Yep, careful, turn that corner. Nick's got guns pointed at you. Up to, oh, good call, Exode, sorry. I totally forgot about the Root Troop ban, didn't I? Good call. That wasn't a Risa ban, which makes sense why we're seeing the Ramatras here. Sound barrier's getting tossed in. Constant's photon barrier not able to quite find the value early, but maybe it's getting it late. Nick has to hold on to that OC, wait for the photon barrier to fade. Now it's just too late into the fight for it to find anything. So even though it wasn't the direct block that we saw back in map 2 in Circuit, still Constant getting, I mean, enormous value out of that photon barrier.
Adjusting turret placement.
So that was an ambush with an ant matrix. that was quite the ant matrix there. I think it was supposed to assist in the kill, but like the kill just happened so fast anyway. Yeah, okay. Star's gonna go to pop Annihilation, finish off what is a very strange fight here. But Boom Troop continue to push this bot. Sorry, I read predicted as I was trying to talk about them pushing to get this checkpoint. But yeah, Boom Troop will get the point on the board. Butt scratch moment has come and gone. And they're round in the corner. Continuing rush engage out of Cons. Star tried to stay up in Cons' face as long as possible, but eventually we'll get forced back. Now, it does mean no real kills on the back of that Kitsune rush. We're just gonna get the rotation through the little cubby and a fight back in the neutral. Costa goes down early. Nick comes up with 2 big kills in this fight. Faded eventually brought down by the Buckethead 6-shooter, but that's gonna be the only kill that I think we're gonna find in this one. Maybe. Didn't they already take away the extra health they had given her previously? Or am I thinking of a different hero? Sound barrier from Stratocaster. Wow! That was one hell of a lamp there out of Vex. That actually might have just saved the fight. Buckethead does get taken out of the Deadeye, and now Nick with an OC here in the back half of this engagement. Got one headshot down. Consta has to stop and just wait and heal up. But Star is able to maintain presence on this point with Faded not in the fight. Toothfish is still going to go ahead and try to take an advantage with the sound barrier. He's going to try to push. This is able to get a kill onto Vex with that extra shielding. And despite being tankless, Dhill Ducklings are fighting the way through this here. Photon barrier invested from Consta. And this drawn out engagement continues. Oh, there we go. Buckethead pop is what I wanted. Faded swapping over into the Winton. Let's get some Wintons in chat. Faded hoping to save their spot master division with this pick. Big jump in will find Vex. Hey, kind of cut the knees off from the Ramatra comp. Oh, Star popping Annihilation here. Faded is very happy to see that. I mean, that would indicate a Star swap, I'd imagine. Or just trying to buy some time. We'll see if Star just wants to stick with the Ramatra here. Thank you, Maddie. Give Lucio a third aura. Is it just like the aura? Fade's able to melt their console with the extra tick damage from that Kitsune rush. Nick comes up with a 3-piece and a great fight there from Ducklings. That was crispy clean. That was... Hey, you gotta check your blood sugar after how sweet that play was. Uh-oh. As I'm trying to talk good about them, as I'm glazing Nick, they just get destroyed. Stratocaster low, 90 to beat. Fate is gonna give up on that. Took too much damage. There was an Ant Matrix kind of shooting them in the back. Had to fall back, try to get some heals. Works out great. The bubble actually very well played. What a high-value bubble. Right in the thick of that nice edge, end of the engagement. The bubble provided just enough cover for Consequence to get everybody topped up. Biz to finish off some low health bars. Checkpoint has picked up. Butt scratch moment is come and gone here for the Ducklings. Sound barrier out of 2. Fish hitting 3. Star's gonna put up the block, move forward. Ooh, that pulse looked very close. Pulse get cleansed off? No, he just didn't quite land. That's a lot of roll fans into Faded. Faded still makes it out one piece, miraculously enough. 30 seconds on the clock. Really, I mean, 1, maybe 2 fights is all Ducklings would need to send us into a map 4. You have the Consequence Kitsune Rush to work with, but you're going into the Stratocaster sound barrier. Down comes the rush and the beat. Nick finds Bucket with a beautiful headshot, despite being under some pressure there from Consta. Flips back, cannot escape. Star gets the Vortex in to claim that kill. It's a 3-2 advantage over to Boob Troop in this OT fight. Star still standing, Faded nowhere to be found. This is the Winton no longer around, and this is looking like a Boob Troop 3-0. As they'll throw in the Kitsune Rush, the Fox laden streets to escort Boob Troop into another Master Division season. Threatening to hold on to this slot. Faded was close to a primal, but can't quite get it online. There's the GGs in chat. Boob Troop will maintain their Master Division position here in 2025. They fought so hard to get here at the beginning of this year. This is as close as they've come to losing this precious position. But they stay strong, stay clean, even in the face of roster adversity. Tropigen forced to just sit and watch while the team has to fight. And it was dicey on Oasis. Things, you know, that opening round with Vex on the Lucio, things were looking a little cooked. Things, you know, it was like, uh-oh. They turned it around. They find the answer and put Vex into flex support. And Boob Troop hold on to their spot. Ducklings... Yeah, Orisa got buffed back in April and hasn't been touched since. Yeah, that's the buff that I was thinking of. Okay. So they haven't reverted that buff yet. I think they'll probably revert that buff. If I had to guess, Maddie. I think they will probably revert that buff. Because wasn't that an armor, wasn't that a health to armor buff? Wasn't that a 50 health to armor buff? Am I crazy? Huge congrats to Boob Troop. We'll check on that patch in a moment. Before we do that, let's get some stats here from your third and final map. Star 24-4. Really kind of taking charge there on that map. Boob Troop forced the Ramatra mirror, and I mean Dhill Ducklings just can't quite hang in that. 13k, most damage, fewest deaths, highest elims. Really good map there from Star in map 3. Star probably your player of the match. Just, you know, able to kind of keep the core together. Even through some unusual moments. And, you know, not an ideal lineup here for Boob Troop. They don't have all their starters available. But, you know what? They hold on. They make it work. Yeah, Vex, the off-roll legend. Gotta give it to Star, though. Gotta give it to the tank for holding this one down. Like 29-3 there on Oasis. You know, despite was a very rough opening on Oasis, only ends up with 3 deaths when it's all said and done. 9 deaths in total in maps 2 and 3, so only 12 deaths overall for Star throughout this series.